I would like to bring something to your attention, Commander, and the folks in the room, and ask for your help. And I know the VA, the Legion, is an ardent supporter of all constitutional rights. Yesterday, we in the House voted on a rule that will permit limited debate on legislation that would impact veterans' Second Amendment rights. This bill, H.R. 1112, will be considered in the House later today, this afternoon. A bill that unfortunately has had very little debate, minimal committee process. A little known and poorly understood provision of this bill would amend the law to read as follows. It shall be unlawful to sell any firearm or ammunition to any person knowing or having reasonable cause to believe such person has been adjudicated with mental illness, severe developmental disabilities, or severe emotional instability. To put this in perspective, there are over 1.6 million disabled veterans with a service-connected adjudication by VA of mental illness, including nearly 1 million with PTSD. H.R. 1112 has the potential to add all names of those veterans to the FBI's Nexus list and prevent those veterans from being able to purchase or possess a firearm. I offered an amendment to clarify that veterans with VA mental illnesses and other affected adjudications would be exempt from the bill's standard, but that was ruled out of order. Many people don't realize that the VA already regularly sends the names of veterans who have had a VA fiduciary for inclusion on the Nexus list, not because there's a concern that the veteran might be a harm to themselves or others, but because VA has determined that that veteran needs assistance in handling his or her financial benefits. I'm concerned that the expanded definition proposed in H.R. 1112 would infringe on the Second Amendment rights of millions of veterans solely because they sought the benefits from VA that they have rightly earned through their service to our country and now have been adjudicated with a service-connected mental illness. But like those veterans with fiduciaries, even though there may not have ever been a finding by judicial authority, a judge, that the veteran possesses a danger to themselves or society, these veterans would be told that they were good enough to use a firearm to fight for our freedoms, but not good enough to bear arms as a civilian. The last thing I want to do is discourage veterans from seeking VA benefits because they're afraid it might cost a constitutional right if they receive a rating decision for a service-connected mental illness. And look, we need your help with this just to slow this down and debate it. And everyone up here wants people who are mentally unstable not to have a firearm. There's not a person in this room doesn't want that. But we don't want veterans who protect the rights of the Constitution to give up those rights. Please, I ask for your help, and just to slow this down. I don't think it was intended. I don't think that was an intention with this bill, but that certainly is going to be what happens. Again, Mr. Chairman, thank you. It's a privilege to serve with you on the committee, and I look forward to working in this Congress to carry out all the things we talked about and hopefully more. And with that, I yield back my time.